Welcome, everybody. So today we're going to show you the latest new feature from Google, which is Breakout Rooms, which can be conducted now in Google Meets. So what you're going to see right now is I have a class with 4 students in it, and they're all together. But when I come up here to where my new tools are, notice we can do polling and Q&A, which we had in a previous tip, but today we're going to show you the breakout rooms. So when I click on breakout rooms, Google will automatically create the number of rooms it thinks I need. And in this case, since I have 4 people in the session, it created 2 breakout rooms. And you can see that it put Brady and Michaela in one and Hillary and Zoe in another. Now, first of all, I can move these students around as much as I would like in the breakout room. So if I need Hillary in this breakout room, I could move her up there. And if I needed Brady in this breakout room, I could move him down like so. So you can move people around from breakout room to breakout room. Next, you can also create additional breakout rooms. So if you need a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th breakout room, you can do that as well, or you can reduce the number of breakout rooms. The breakout rooms can also be renamed. So you can come in here, and if you'd like, you can type in something else besides the word breakout, though to be honest with you, I think in most cases, you'll probably just leave that alone. So what we're going to do right now is show you how this breakout feature works. Right now, again, all of our students are together, but what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we are going to hit clear. Let me just try this one more time. Close this and we'll go back in. So we're going to do breakout rooms. We're going to move the guests where we would like them, like so. And at this point, we are ready to go. So down here where it says create, notice I have 2 and 2, and I'm going to hit the word create. And now the breakout rooms are now in session. So what is happening on the students' end is they are in their own room. So again, I have Brady and Zoe in one room, and Hillary and Michaela are in another. And as the instructor, I am in the main room. So if I want to join Brady and Zoe, I can simply click on the word join, and now I am with them. So I'll be coming into their room, and now the 3 of us are meeting, just like so. So I can have a conversation with these students and again exclude Hillary and Michaela. Consequently, on my end, I can leave the breakout room, and when I leave the breakout room, I am returned to the main room. Brady and Zoe are back on their own, and now I can join Hillary and Michaela. So we'll go into their room. And again, now I can have my conversation or do what I need to do with these students while excluding the other 2. Again, I can leave this room when I am done with those students. And once again, I'm in the main room. My students are working independently. Now I can edit these breakout rooms. So let's turn the edit button on real quick and again show you. So maybe there's a need to have Zoe in the same room with Michaela and Hillary. I can take Zoe and I can move her into that room and I can save that change. The minute I do that, Zoe is then moved from breakout room number 1 to breakout room number 2. And she can then join that session. Again, when I am done with any edits or done with all the breakout rooms and I need to get my class back together, I can simply click on end the breakout rooms. The students are notified that the breakout rooms are essentially going away and everybody will be returned to the main room. So that's basically the process of breakout rooms. Now, keep in mind that when students are working independently in these rooms, they're technically unsupervised because obviously you can only be in one breakout room at a time. So that's something that you're going to need to consider on your end. Again, you have the ability to create as many rooms as you need to. You can shuffle the rooms. You can clear all the rooms when you are done and bring everybody back together. So it's all controlled through here. It's pretty simple to use. And again, when you have large groups of people that you need to break out independently for certain projects or whatever, feel free to do that. And hopefully this will work out really, really well for you. This has been a feature that's been requested for quite some time. Google has finally released it. And I think outside of a few other little minor new tools that are coming to Google Meet in the very near future, these are the biggest ones that everybody wanted, which again were breakout rooms, the Q&A, and the polling. So that's it for this tip. Thanks again for checking this out. And if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to email me. Thank you.